By the end of this video, you will know how to create incredibly looking animated websites like this one for yourself or for your clients for free and extremely fast with Google's Antigravity. I'll show you everything in this video, from the actual initial setup to taking the website live and all the intermediate steps of creating incredible creatives and the steps that you should actually be careful of, because a few bugs that very likely you will encounter. Okay, first step is you need to go to Google Antigravity, download Antigravity, and based on your operating system, if you have Mac, download it here, Windows or Linux. Okay, and when you have it downloaded, then you need to install it. Okay, first thing. After you install it, it's gonna probably prompt you to install a few extra stuff, okay, so that they can actually run properly. And when it does that, just go ahead and accept. Now, next step is to create a folder. So we're gonna create a folder, or create a folder in your desktop or wherever you wanna create a folder at. And then you're gonna click on open folder. And then in my case, I'm just gonna go to website 3 and I'm gonna click on open. Okay, cool. After you do this, the next step is to customize the agent that is going to be creating the website. Okay, reason for that is because you're going to give it a prompt, but you don't want the agent trying to figure out the best way of creating the website, because there are specific guardrails that are optimized or more optimum than others in creating websites. So this is the agent. You're going to come up here, additional options, customizations, and then have already done that, but you have two different options. You have workspace or global. You're gonna click on global, okay, and then you can see here, this is the guardrail over here, or the SOP. If you want access to all SOPs, all prompts, plus another video where I'm diving deeper and behind the scenes on different debugging steps, then click one of the links, one of the first links in the description below for my school community. Join there and you're gonna find everything there. Now the next thing is to actually give the agent a prompt to actually start creating the website. Okay, now in this case I have the branding there, I have the product type there, I have the tagline, I have different things. But in your case, okay, in the prompt, in the community, by the way, you don't need to be in the community, you can. It's nice. I have actually very nice stuff for there, especially for voice AI. I was doing mostly voice AI stuff, but yeah, you can check it out. In this case, I have specific products for this fake business, right? The Ice Boost business that doesn't really exist. In your case, you're gonna have placeholders here in this prompt so that you can actually fill up your own services or products. Okay, so now something very important here. Actually, two things. I would suggest you start with planning. Okay, you always start with planning in the very beginning of creating the project, and then as the agent has the context for the project, then you can switch from planning to fast. It's up to you when you will do that, but in the beginning I would just go with planning. And the suggested models for this would be Gemini 3 Pro High or Claude Opus 4.5. Now, along with the prompt that you're gonna give the agent, agents actually work better when they have more context, okay? So that's a general rule with all kinds of agents, not only this type of agent, which is the Antigravity agent. So context for this agent can be actual websites that you're gonna give it. So I'm gonna actually go and take a few screenshots of websites that I like so that we can actually model that look. Okay, some places that you would go for inspiration for these websites, over here are Words, Dribble. I don't know why they have just 3 letters, all of them, but anyways, you can have this Pitch Web. You can actually go to Framer. I really like Framer for websites, okay, because it has a very nice feel. All right, so look at this. I went on Framer and I found this website. I quite like the hero section here. Yeah, I really like the feel of this website. So what I'll do is I'll take a few screenshots and I'll go to Antigravity and you just add them here, okay? I actually forgot to put the screenshots before, so I'm doing it again. And in the end, I'll just say use the layout of the screenshots for inspiration. Okay, so I hit send and let's see what happens. All right, and as Antigravity is running, I'll show you how I created these different images over here. Okay, and also the product images, which in my opinion, they look awesome, and this guy over here. All right. So I'm using Higgsfield for this, which is an amazing content AI platform, okay, for images and videos. By the way, to create your Higgsfield account, just click the link in the description below. I have a link over there. You have access to all kinds of image generation tools and models and video models. So what happened in the beginning is that this section had a super random image. I basically screenshotted this section and I put it in Claude and I said, look, it looks very weird, it doesn't make any sense, give me a prompt. Then I came over here and I used Kling01 image, okay, for quite photorealistic stuff. I wanted very photorealistic stuff, okay. Now, I didn't really like these images, and then I switched it, okay, to other types of images. And then I really liked this one, but I felt like it was not fully fitting with the brand. So I kind of combined the idea of this image with, you know, this kind of strawberries, raspberries, lemons and stuff like that bursting, right? So this is what I did. Again, you don't need to be fully dependent on an AI model to come up with these different things, right? You can have your own imagination and you can create some amazing stuff based on your own imagination. This is what I did. Then I took this image and I put it in this section over here. Okay, it looks quite good. The next one, Antigravity, actually created this logo, which I quite liked. Then I want to create 3 products for my website, which you can see over here. They look quite good, right? So we have berry, we have lemon, and we have coffee. I actually want to go and drink all of them right now. But it didn't start like this. Okay, it didn't start with these kind of images. So what I did over here is I started creating different images and it was just not happening. Then I kind of stumbled upon this one. Then I said, cool, take the berries and put them on the actual can, and this is how I created the rest of the images quite easily. Then as a next thing, I created this image over here. So how did I do that? Claude gave me the prompt and I basically had this guy. So I said, high energy lifestyle photography, young athlete drinking from energy drink, blah, blah, blah. And then I put the image reference as you know, one of the cans. Okay, so this is how I did this one. And as a next step, I'll show you how I created this animation, okay, which is quite easy actually to create that. Now let's go back to Antigravity. It wants to run a specific action and it's gonna ask you if you reject or if you accept the command. I actually have no idea of coding, so I always accept. In your case also, probably you will just need to do that unless you know coding or building websites. So yeah, it's up to you. All right, so here's our website. It has a cool scrolling animation by itself actually, which is quite cool. Of course, there are stuff that are not the best. For example, the letters are overlapping a bit. This is too square, like the angles are over here are like 90 degrees. I don't fully like that. And of course, as a next step, just take a screenshot and actually just give it to Google Antigravity and say, look, these are the mistakes, I want you to fix them. Now we also have 3 products over here. We have vision section over here, ready to freeze time. Quite cool, huh? Anyway, so again, maybe the colors are not the best, but it's an iterative process. Iterative means that it's not, you're probably not gonna have the end result with one single generation, but it's gonna get you like 70% there, 80% there, and then you fix the little bugs. Now, just one thing that I wanna show you over here, a glacial berry, arctic citrus, and obsidian coffee. I already have the images for those 3 products, okay? So as a next step, what you can do is you can generate the images, right? And then you can just give the images straight into Antigravity over here. Okay, so we have these 3. By the way, pro tip over here, make sure the images or the files of the images are not super huge, okay? So what I saw is the loading time of the website was kind of slower. So just make sure you have good enough images and good enough quality, but not huge files. Over here I say replace the product images in the product section with these images. Very simple, and I just send it over. All right, let's see. So wow, cool, that's a cool animation. Okay, cool, so you can see how it starts forming a bit. Oh, now I see that what was happening here with the animation. It's not ideal, we would have to change some stuff here too, but it's not bad, okay? The way that I created the animation, the last animation by the way, was with this exact prompt and first frame and last frame, okay? So I actually created an animation that I didn't like over here. It was a bit weird, like flowing that way and then flowing back. And then what I did was, okay, I said berries exploding around the first product. The first product stays for a few frames, not perfect English, I know. Then swirls around its vertical axis and ends up being the second product with an explosion of citrus and lemon, and this was the result. Okay, not bad. So now what we'll do is another cool animation. I'm gonna use actually Higgsfield because you can do that in Google Flow for free, by the way. So if you want to do it for free, yes, everybody will want to do it for free, go to Google Flow, so labs.google, and use Google Flow. But the same thing can happen in Higgsfield, so we're gonna go to create a video. And over here you can use all kinds of models. I'm just gonna switch it to Google VO 3.1. It's called quality. All right, so I say can turns into citruses, turning into a hurricane of citrus, and finally forming into the last can. Okay, very simple prompt. All right, and let's see how the final result will be. So next step is to search MP4 to JPEG frames, and just click on this one, online convert. And I already have the last video that I created, so I just drop it here. And what this does is it takes the video, the MP4, it creates 80 frames, and then you take the 80 frames and you give it to Antigravity to create the animation for the website. So basically, again, in this case, you would just download it, and then I would basically run it through this software over here. When all the frames are ready, then we download them. Next, we're creating a new folder, and we're naming it animation. And then we're gonna take frames and we're gonna drop them in this folder over here. And then over here you can see that it listed out all the different frames. And what I'll say here is replace the hero section contents with the JPG images 0 to 079 in sequence to create a scrolling animation. So I'm setting that, and let's see what happens. Now we have the animation ready on the side. Again, the letters are not the best, but the animation is not bad, right? Then we have our products, and we have a cool hover animation over here. Again, it's not a fully ready site, but it's at least quite a nice site. And of course, you can iron out the last details and you can deploy a very beautiful site. So the next thing we're gonna send to Antigravity is generate a folder for the deployment of the site. One thing you need to make sure it happens is Antigravity runs npm run build. Okay, you need to instruct it to run this as part of the folder generation, because this is actually going to create a folder. What this does is it takes all these different folders over here that are disorganized and a bit all over the place and all kinds of folders, and it creates a structured folder that can be used for deployment. So, and it says here the deployment folder is the out folder. So now we're going to go to Netlify. Okay, so just create an account at netlify.com. And then over here that says browse to upload, just go to your project and take the folder that Antigravity created for you. You take it, then you upload it here, and then you don't refresh. Okay, you wait until the website is live. Okay, and the website is live. Again, needs to be worked on just a bit, but it's quite nice. We have the section that we wanna have. Some sections need some work. And by the way, if you wanna actually connect this website to a domain, right, so that you don't have this weird URL, you go to domain management over here, and then you add a domain you already own, or you can buy a new domain. This was it basically on the whole flow on how you can create, how you can vibe code these beautiful websites with animations. Again, for more behind the scenes in this specific process and some debugging along the way, join my school community, link in the description below, and subscribe to this channel, and I'll see you in the next video.